They can play a backline.
Yeah, it's kind of changed the game for them too. It put a lot of pressure on LMQ to make action early in the mid lane, and the wards from Curse this time around mid lane were really good. So it enabled them to do a lot of counter ganks and make a lot of counter moves and collapse on Xiao when he's trying to clear out their vision.
Right, and I think it's part of the reason they banned the Nunu there, because it was earlier than normal. Nunu's one of the only guys who gets to buy a Sightstone first item there. Triss, though, still going to bend away. Finally,
all right.
LMQ learned to not give Voyboy Yasuo.
So here, plenty of changes for LMQ. Taking out the vision from the Nunu, also first picking up Yasuo. Pretty good start for them. Definitely one of the champions that Xiao prefers. It's always a treat to see him on it as well. Let's see what Curse decide to go with. Ryze is still up, by the way, and they have second round picks. So that would be a really good second round pick, because not only can you use it against Yasuo, but you can also switch it up there for Quas, who has shown that he definitely knows how to play the champion as well.
Yeah, I think I would heavily consider, it's like Lulu or Ryze or Nami, I feel like are three really important champions here. Either denying the knockups or picking up good champions for yourself to beat up the Yasuo.
That being said, Cop has been outstanding on Corki thus far, racking up kill after kill, playing on the front lines, constantly Valkyrie and flashing forward.
And LMQ just get to put a bunch of knockups together, actually. There were more available than I sort of realized. The Lulu kind of steal, quote unquote, doesn't much matter when Maokai is still there for the Arcane Smash. The Braum is there for more, so if Xiao can make it work on Yasuo, he's got a team set up for him.
Yeah, Maokai Yasuo is one of the most terrifying team fight combinations. He has a guaranteed gap closer, point and click, into a mini knockup. It doesn't matter how short the knockup is. If Xiao is ready, they'll immediately jump on it. And Braum as well. All of these three lock-ins from LMQ means there is no change in game plan here. They are constantly going to be looking for these team fights. There's another jungler that can't get early Sightstone, though.
True.
As you're talking about taking away Nunu, is one of the only. Elise is a good second jungler that can get a lot of good early vision down early, as we saw Meteos do against Curse.
Right.
Often getting his Sightstone before even completing his Spirit of the Elder Wraith.
Yeah. And this is the interesting thing by Curse, and it's something that I really think is smart. It's also something that Cloud9 did against them, is Curse are more picking their champions than trying to deny LMQ. Because I think No Name will go for the Kha'Zix here. His Lee Sin has been pretty lackluster, even despite the Yasuo synergy. And they had the chance of grabbing Kha'Zix for themselves, denying it from No Name, but he would rather play what's good for him in this case with the Elise and not go for stealing contested picks.
Interesting hover over there with Kog'Maw too, because this guy's a bit better into late game. And with Yasuo, Kog'Maw, Kha'Zix, Maokai, even Braum as a support tank, all do very, very well in that end game. Maybe try and get past that giant hump that Corki has. But it will be a Lucian once again here for Vasily. See if he can get more crits this time around.
And I do like it. I think it's a strong champion, and I've liked his build as well. Just they need a team that survives long enough to not die to a Yasuo ulti basically in game 2. So I think he's set up well. And
since they have Yasuo now, they've got plenty of frontline CC for Vasily to dance around on a mobile AD carry like Lucian here and ensure that he does survive. Interesting hover over here. Now, Curse have run Kassadin into melee-heavy compositions before and gone with the Frozen Heart build for Voyboy.
Yeah.
Which was very effective.
It's against LMQ. They went Pantheon mid. And he locks in Zed for himself here.
Doesn't look as sure, though.
The reverse matchup of last time, actually. Now, the individual one-on-one went pretty close, but ultimately Voyboy had the better of it in the game. Not going to see his Zed versus Yasuo.
Yeah, Zed, a very technical champion. With all of the oddball mid laners that Voyboy practices, I have to wonder if he does put in a lot of time on the things that you would expect, like Zed, who's become extremely popular. You know, he's doing all of this AD carry work mid, and he's playing Talon mid. Has he overlooked Zed? It looked a little bit cautious there in Champ Select. You could tell that LMQ did a good thing by taking away Yasuo and forcing Voyboy to shift gears here.
Oh, absolutely, and I think it was a great choice by LMQ here. The good thing for Curse is they do have 3 more games to see what does work. Even if they drop this game, they've still got Game 4, they've still got Game 5 to try to get themselves to Worlds, but you don't want to give up control too soon. You don't want to stop that snowball. So we'll see if Curse can do it. Guys, we head into Game 3. Remember to vote for the team you think will come out on top. Use hashtag LMQwin or hashtag CRSwin to send your picks to @LOL Esports on Twitter. Curse, though, 2-0. They kill one more next as they are heading to the 2014 World Championship as the 3rd and final representative from North America. LMQ, if they 3-0 from here, they take that honor away.
And am I excited for Worlds? The group stages, we get to see so many games now. Just making it to Worlds is such a big deal now because you get so much face time. We're going to have this really extended group stages where we'll get to see everybody play a lot of games. So you just want your foot in the door right now for Curse, if they even just get there.
Right. And you never know. The group draw is going to be fun. We'll see who everyone battles up against pretty soon. And the PAX crowd.
They definitely have momentum behind them. They have the crowd behind them. Let's see if they can pull it off a 3rd time in a row and close out the series. Once again, lining up for the defensive start here. We have not seen an invade yet. This may be time for LMQ to say, we got to pull out all the tricks. A late invade, you know, have a red-to-red buff gank or something from No Name. Kha'Zix is very capable of taking down Elise easily in a dueling situation if Elise is on a camp.
I really want to know what is in LMQ's mind. Do they feel desperate? Like, what were their communications like between the games? What was the change in plans? Because I don't feel like they're vastly outmatched. You know, like LMQ can still win 3 sort of standard games in a row.
It very much is within their power.
What if it was all the Yasuo?
Could have been. You take out one piece from the Jenga tower of Curse, and they fall apart. I don't know. Boy, though, we'll see. Zed play this time around. He has opted to take exhaust because there is no Murno on the other side. So this will be the first time that we've seen the Zed Yasuo matchup where Zed also has the exhaust. And I think this is a very, very powerful advantage that Voyboy will be able to use. This bush, though, there it is. Man. It's LMQ going for that later invade, the delayed invade.
Boy has to flash back in. He tries to bait it, but the stun play on the board. And down he goes. A 2-minute first blood for Cobb. What a start to Game 3 for Curse.
And Curse expecting something from LMQ, expecting a little bit more aggressive early start. A delayed invade, they prep it with a ward. Voyboy does have to burn his flash, but the hook from Xpecial catches him on the exit there for more, even though he flashed away. On point with the death sentence. And the early momentum going for Curse.
I want to know what's in Xiao's mind right now. Because yesterday probably talked about the fact that Xiao knows how to either just farm his lane if his other lanes are winning and just play passively, and he knows how to go hard and try to force the advantage. You're probably to give up first blood before laning even started. Oh, how hard does Xiao feel like he has to carry this game? Hook comes in, Flay is good as well, and Moore is losing a ton of health in this lane.
One of the advantages that Thresh does have over Blitzcrank, even though Blitzcrank's hook is so fast and comes out much quicker, Thresh doesn't give away which target he's going after. Special target the support there. Level 2 all in.
Exhaust and Ignite both used. Vasily burns his heal. Oh my! Somehow hits Lucian. And Xpecial though is at 200 health. The slow on the cop. This could be kills for LMQ. Xpecial down to 150. There's the play. He flashes out. Are you serious? No Name misses the W. But Xiao is here. There's nowhere to go. That is a kill picked up back for LMQ.
The out collapse onto this bottom side though. Dominate immediately invades the jungle. He's going to steal away the wolf. Get back what little he can for Curse. Some interesting jukes there from Xpecial. Pretty good. Stalls them out and buys some time, but it does give the kill over to Xiao. LMQ's big carry. Let's see what he can do this time around. Last time he did get a good early start as well. Again, Zed, Yasuo, as we saw, Voyboy tried to press it early. Counter gank prepped here. Dominate's ready if Xiao goes too aggressive on Voyboy.
So far, Temperance, though. Oh, wow. Xiao. Making a lot of moves there, actually. Good damage and avoid. Just grabs the minions, walks back. Ooh, didn't even miss anything for it.
At the very last second to get those last 2 minions. Barely did miss that 1 Q, but still came out favorable trade. Voyboy working through all of his potions. 1 more left.
And Xiao is such a good Yasuo.
See what he's trying here. A little bit of tricky business. Cancels his retreat here. Trying to hide on the side, but she's got no
trying to push.
Pressure.
He's got minions to jump to.
So now maybe he's trying to zone him off a couple of these. Voyboy's got his shuriken though.
I think it was a trick just to get 200 damage down. Look at that. Voyboy out of potions now. Xiao hasn't burned any of his. He's just completely crushing this battle. He's up like 600 health in duels.
Relying on the on-hit from his Doran's Blade purely for sustain. Hasn't had to drink his potion yet. Voyboy is dry now. No Name comes in and makes sure that he's not standing on a ward.
Xiao is not too far from level 6.
As the mid laner's near level 6 though, calling up the junglers. Dominate comes just to help him press it. Because Voyboy's out of potions here, this is the reason they're going for this. He doesn't want to have to back and give Xiao the opportunity to shove one into the turret. Calling Dominate to try and help him soak up this cannon minion wave. Xiao, all the work that he did was for this little advantage here. He gets the first level 6. He ensures the cannon minion wave will be missed by Voyboy. And they also draw out the jungler. So all of Xiao's hard work does relieve pressure on the side lanes as well. Knowing where Elise is, it also gives the opportunity for No Name to work with that. However, No Name just went back and farmed his own jungle. So
No Name's actually out-leveling Dominate even though Dom got mid lane XP. So there's a small XP lead here. So beautiful stuff there by Xiao. More experience on the team and 200 gold.
Level 5 lane gank from No Name. Now Maokai, he's not the best solo laner, but he's amazing at setting up ganks.
Yeah.
So if No Name could have gotten into that side bush, and then they could have actually had Ackerman change playstyle, let Lulu shove. It's very easy to let Lulu shove against you. Walk her Glitter Lance through your minions. But No Name did not quite get into the bush, and they will not pull off the lane gank there.
Oh,
another hook.
His dash is down as well. I mean, this is gonna be some damage that sticks. Cop takes the lantern. Never mind, can't really battle this.
Ping's going down mid here. They're keeping a very close eye on the mid-vision battle. LMQ several times alerting the jungler to the small pixel bush ward. And this early ward by LMQ, this pink ward by the way, in the side bush, wow, is difficult to defend. They need the jungler to sort of hover around that side. If Dominate goes over there, he's gone by this side of the river so many times. Elise can very quickly take out wards, gets that attack reset and attack speed bonus. Skittering Frenzy. Here goes Xiao's first move though. He does get through a blind spot in the mid lane ward coverage. No Name will tip it off. That ward will expire and they will see it expire and they will know exactly how Quas decided to play defensively, how he got his information and gathered intelligence.
So intelligently he recalls back and Voyboy takes this free time to clear away that pink ward. You said
yeah,
so hard
there
to
it
defend.
is. Hard to defend.
And there it is.
It's one of the things that we really need to talk about in the Vision battles is it's just as important to be able to defend them. Place them in places that are defensible, but also allocate your champions around objectives that will be close by. No Name taking that opportunity though. Pink ward traded for red buff.
Nicely done. Level 7 Xiao, level 6 No Name with the red buff on. I will dominate, no such luxury.
Wave does get all the way to turret though. They miss 2 melees?
Yeah, I think they missed most of the melees there, but they still got the casters. It was not a cannon wave, this one is though.
Alright, we haven't touched too much on bottom lane, but Vasily here has a good lead on top this time around, and he is going to be going for that Infinity Flails once again, starting out with the pickaxe.
It's one of the things I like about, or I guess dislike about Doran Shield starts on supports, is the extra sustain that Vasily is getting thanks to Moore is basically protecting against all those good hooks and flays that Xpecial was getting. That also just goes back into Vasily and it doesn't even matter.
It does make it easier for him.
Wow,
okay,
good combo.
Exchange.
Yeah, that's good damage dealt. And again, Vasily has more sustain, so I think it's fine. Now top lane battle, though. Ackerman wants to battle up against Quas. He's down 13 CS. Wild Growth used, though. Quas trading back.
That bottom trade was really important, actually, because Vasily also, he's holding on to more money here because he's only bought that pickaxe, right? And Cop did just go back. So Vasily's wants to wait out till a BF sword.
He's 100 gold
The
away.
worst thing would be to get, okay, well, that's perfect for them. The worst thing would be to be forced out before he can pick up the next BF sword.
Oh! This could be the chance. Box comes in, but it does not hit Vasily. It gets Moore, who is blocking all of that damage. He doesn't even care.
Potion chugged by Moore. Level 6 duo there for both sides. And Dominate clears out some River Vision.
And some defensive vision as well.
Can they defend it?
Just the...
Oh, okay, yeah. They haven't shown the jungler. That's... If Dominate knew there was no jungle backup, then he would have finished it with Voyboy. But they don't decide to call Voyboy over. He just continually farms mid, and Xiao Xiao will take those raids instead. Pinkwork survives until support has been called in.
Yep.
The hit squad.
All right, down it goes. Curse slaying those poor defenseless wards who never hurt anybody ever.
Yeah, they never hurt anybody, but people just seem to die around them all the time, Freak.
People for the ethical treatment of wards, Kobe. They have feelings too. No name. New pink ward down. LMQ refuses to give up that location.
Yet they're just bought and sold all day long, and they give up their lives.
Those poor wards.
Top lane, though, has swung in Quas's favor. The Lulu matchup now in his hands again. He's got his own defensive pink ward up there in the Tribush that he will do his best to protect. Interesting defensive pink ward. The Ackerman actually decided to place his pink ward defensively on the blue so that they know there will be no secondary blue steal here. He knows that there's nothing prepped by Curse.
It's also really smart because it protects most tower dives. There's no, well, I guess Voyboy can, but Dominate can't get over that wall without...
well, if he comes through, you can go through the ramp and circumvent that vision.
I guess on bottom side blue buff, a pink ward can watch that movement. I use that one a lot myself. Maybe this doesn't watch here on this side of the map, or you can maybe sneak by it. The pink ward goes down. No name confirmed unethical.
Well, let's see here. Everything available for both mid laners, and they go at it!
Oh, they're going to go in for the mid lane there. Good damage exhaust created on both these guys, and Xiao forces a dash very far away. Voyboy goes back to his shadow, but in comes Ackerman. The Guala does mean one kill, and more damage comes across Xiao. Xiao already burned his ulti. Now he's trying to run away. Dominate flashes out. He stays safe. Voyboy kills Xiao. And No Name does pick off Dominant before trading his life down. However, that's still 3-1 for Curse.
And that's got to be Dragon. They want to make it 4 kills, though. More gets slowed.
And there's the Flay as well. The Glitterlands flashed away from that will be Dragon.
Oh man, No Name almost didn't even get Dominate there. The overjump into tower range almost cost them a 3-for-0. But they do clean it up. They at least got 1 kill out of it. Curse, complete control of mid. Don't decide to go for Dragon Dominate too low. Goes for a recall. Tower did go down in the process though. Vasily in the bottom lane. Definitely a bright spot for LMQ. Huge win for Curse here though. Both exhausts go down. Teleport. But Quas already roamed down for this, and then Ackerman in the middle gets collapsed on. So squishy. We'll have to check a look at his items. Even if he had just completed Rod of Ages, he's still very squishy. Hasn't stacked up at all. And No Name into the tower range. Will go down to it, but does clean up the kill. Yeah, he hasn't even completed the Rod of Ages, so he's full just HP as defensive stats, and a lot of money invested into a Blasting Wand. Doesn't help out with the early defensiveness, but man, they eliminate Dominate.
That's a good thing for LMQ then, because they can control this Dragon here and pull themselves right back into the game. Tie gold just from that. And now it's going to be a lead. Clean Dragon pickup by LMQ.
That makes you second guess Curse's chase onto Moore after they had already gotten the advantage mid. They had 3 people killed.
Yeah.
Dominate was dead, yes. That's what I forgot. He wasn't low. He was very, very low. He was dead. So they didn't have a smite to go for it.
Whoa! It goes in. Voyboy still gets the blue, and the battle continues now. Actually, no, that was a blue for Ackerman. That was Turret Gold who went through. Now, the all-in onto Ackerman. He's trying to take this kill. Looks like that will be the case. Goes in now for Xiaowei. Xiao, Yasuo, trying to dodge away. Little Ant's going to land. No name, not going to be enough. He goes back on a Voyboy, though. There's Whimsy. There's the damage from Voy, and out goes No Name.
Okay, pretty back and forth game here. Wow. Dragon for LMQ, picks for LMQ around it. Then they go for the blue buff. They contest the blue buff to go down, and Quas gets out on the Lantern.
Holy cow, there's so many fights this game, but it ends up with a 700 gold lead now for Curse. Bot lane outer had died in all the aftermath a little while ago. It's part of LMQ's gold here. And Vasily is kind of the only one with an untarnished record here on LMQ, yet again.
He's done so much work in that bottom lane. Got the CS lead, got the turret down, held control so that Curse did not jump for the Dragon after they got those 3 kills mid. I mean, both junglers going down. We have seen them go for objectives before, like the Baron. Not this time around, though. Small gold lead for them, held onto.
But there's more than a gold lead right now. Because of the fact that Ruin King Brutalizer are done and Triforce finished for Cop, Vasily's got 2,000 gold in inventory and hasn't backed. He's got Iage and like upgraded boots right now, and yet Cop gets to use this Triforce power spike to push down mid-outer.
Doing his best. Wind Wall is a great tool defending the towers, though. Xiao Xiao going to do his best here with more. Ooh. Crucial dodge of the hook there, but the last 2 ranged minions almost buy them enough time to take down the turret. Dominate being called in. This one will probably go down here. Voyboy with the split push. Classic Zed here as soon as he completes the 2. Even though Brutalizer is sort of a mini item, it's a huge boost in power for Zed. This early in the game, nobody's got flat armor. And flat armor penetration, very effective. He's level 11 in that push too, but mid.
They're finding it special though. Good damage comes down. The box will lock him in a little bit longer. In comes No Name. That is a kill despite Xpecial burning every summoner and his ultimate.
Voyboy though, level 11 in that bush. He had this level 2 ultimate. Even got an extra level off of the kill. Finds the solo kill for himself, so answers back LMQ. 1 kill for 1 kill, and Curse decide to try and finish off this turret. 3 members still hovering around here for LMQ. Can they make him pay for it? Use the turret as bait?
Nope. Just a clean turret kill, so there you go. Curse looking pretty darn good here in game 3.
Let's take a look at the solo kill. Ackerman trying to farm with the sapling. No bush check, and he's level 10 too. Oh, Voyboy doing what Zed does best.
Wow, Ackerman ulted late too. He took the first like 3 spells from Voy.
Yeah.
Without the Maelstrom on.
He obviously did not expect that one coming. A good move there from Voyboy. Did cost him his exhaust. So that will not be available for his duel if he does come 1-to-1 with Xiao Xiao. Because Xiao Xiao used his mid as well. So they'll actually be on the same timer there.
Alright. Well, they'll be okay then. Deathmark back up from cooldown, as is Ackerman's Vengeful Maelstrom. And we're not seeing hyper-aggressive split pushing by Voy right now. He recalled back for the Yomus, had the chance to hit this outer turret, didn't do so. Vasily is getting a lot of time solo farming the bot lane. And getting a lot of resources funneled in.
He's able to pick up that Avarice Blade before a lot of this bottom lane farming. So he's going to sit on that, increase the gold generation for him while he's sitting on Infinity Edge, working up towards his static. Actually, he goes back into the jungle to farm. He doesn't even want to let that bottom lane push into Curse's favor. He gives up control of that bottom side, and Voyboy takes the opportunity to clear out that pink ward once again. Important pink ward control lost, but they spend all this time setting up a push gank up top.
So they're trying to make this play here. They know Voy is split pushing bot lane. That's a lot of why Vasily won't push up. He knows he would lose that fight immediately. Getting what gold he can in the meantime. It does give some turret pressure away. Look at that. Minions lost as well, but the thing is, Vasily, again, would just die to Void, I feel like.
Well, no single person on LMQ can really go head-to-head with Void except maybe Xiao, and even that is really risky.
Yeah.
Because Zed in that 1 versus 1, if Yasuo especially doesn't have his exhaust available right now, the double item power spike for him is huge. He could probably just 100% Xiao. So yeah, no single person actually looking at the items could 1 versus 1 Void.
A few could escape, but that's not really good enough.
Yeah, no point going down there if you're just going to run away. Dragon, though, 30 seconds. Team fight would be much easier for them to pull off than a 1 versus 1 with Void. They do have that all-important Maokai Yasuo combo. They even have a Braum if the Maokai one doesn't work out. They missed the small window. So much vision control for Curse has been established, though. They've got the opportunity for a pick. The only problem is LMQ do a smart thing, traveling as a pack. If one person gets hooked, they would be able to collapse.
Look, it's more. Doesn't mean much, but this is just so smart from Curse, though. They've got Void splitting the bottom lane, Quas stealing away buffs.
They force LMQ to start the Dragon because they know they have the advantage in split pushing, but it goes down so fast.
Dominate cannot get the smite. He flashes them anyway, though, and the battle has begun. Void stuck in the backlines, doing what he can to Xiao, but he dies 1 for 0. Nice knockup by Morin. In comes everybody. 3 kills picked up so far. This is a great fight for LMQ. Make that 4. Only Quas left alive. Flashes out. The Kulling's still on his tail, though. And that is big for LMQ.
Look at Xiao's blinking indicator here to just barely survive that one. Void goes in the back. 3 members of LMQ immediately focus target him down. Whoa, 20-minute Baron. Those are very hard to take.
Xiao bought a lot of cards to get there faster. Ackerman's tanky.
But he also has great sustain. The spamming of spells from Lucian and Kha'Zix doing a lot to keep Ackerman healthy here.
Curse has revived. Everyone's coming in right now. Moore's going as fast as he can, but this Baron is going to die way too fast. No Name gets the smite. Dragon and Baron and +3 kills for LMQ.
If that's not the momentum swing that LMQ need, then I don't know what is. Now they will see their aggressive plays pay off. They've got so much power behind them. Let's see if they get into a dive situation here. Some armor on top of Ackerman before it started would be great. He goes back, though, gets magic resist instead, stacking heavy magic resist here against the Corki, Lulu, and Elise. So they get this Dragon. Dominate and Void going at the same time, immediate exhaust, and Void gets locked up there. Ackerman and Xiao. No Name even flashing back in for the execute. Surprise kill. Whereas Moore, tanky support on Braum, soaks up so much damage, and once they get the combo off, so much AoE for the other side of Curse. Huge job there done by LMQ to really dissect this Curse composition. Take out the threats first, and then re-collapse. Void looking for the solo kill.
You know what I love about this? Is No Name evolved his claw. Hold on, Ackerman's like gonna take a whole bunch of damage. Vasily's around though, and Void forced to run away though. Can he get out? Culling is on target. Has to flash out. Dominate will protect.
Evolved claws. Yeah, isolation damage because Dominate's up in the air.
Well, at least, and also because Void is trying to go by himself in the back line. Like, No Name destroys Void in team fights.
Yeah, that flashback in from No Name for the surprise execute was huge.
Yeah.
That is a very good point. Not evolving that W as the flavor of the month, but adapting to the situation here. Very good pickup.
So more blocking the damage, a lot of turret health going down. Vasily's just hitting that every second, and that is now the 2nd turret kill for LMQ. Up 4,000 gold now off of those very good team fight and objective calls.
And look at all of the kills are on the carries for LMQ. 4 for No Name, 3 for Xiao, and Vasily even got his hands on 1. So their 8 attack damage, even though it's very, very concentrated, and they don't have a lot of AP, there hasn't been time for Curse to really build up any armor for their team here. So it doesn't matter that it's one main damage type. Those assassins are hitting extremely hard.
And we're really not seeing armor being built up to defend it regardless. So it's the start of it here finally for Dominate. But no one else is durable there on the Curse roster.
Now that they feel the pain, trying to buy some. Definitely need a few more chain vests if they want to buy themselves some time, because LMQ do not slow down. They get a huge lead like that, and they continue with the forward plays. They don't even try and answer the split push. I think that's a very, very good call. They don't want to waste any time down there with anyone. As we said, Voyboy's still extremely strong in the 1 versus 1. LMQ running straight up through Inhibitor here to pressure. How soon will Voyboy recall? They give up this Inhibitor turret.
Wow, look at that. Baron buff on the engage comes in. This could be bad for Curse. Giant knockup, special force run away. He will die to the culling. And now up towards the top of the map they go. It's the knockup onto I Will Dominate. Turret finally falls. That is a 2 for 0 so far. Voyboy is still pushing, but LMQ are onto the Inhibitor.
They're going to get it too. Voyboy's not stopping though. They traded the kills. Will he be able to trade the Inhibitor back?
Well, he's going to try the recalls coming in. Inhibitor turret itself will go down. Looks like no one from Curse wants to stop the recalls. No Name is going to strike fear into Voyboy's heart. Big battle for LMQ.
Huge, huge swing, yeah. Off of that Dragon fight. It was Dragon into Baron into several turrets. They end up with a huge, huge power swing up top now. Let's see, what will they use this super minion line up top for? Do they immediately start to go down bottom and siege up, or do they try and grab that last outer turret that's standing still? They could go to another Inhibitor turret, but so much easier to take out the outer standing ones. And team fights are definitely their strength. They probably do not want to answer Voyboy again. See if Voyboy could take that opportunity to go try and finish the Inhibitor though. Always have to worry about that. And we may see some more classic NA backdooring strats.
True. Not a zillion, hopefully. Shao is continuing to power up now on this Yasuo. 250 minions, highest in the game. And makes all of Curse fear him pretty heavily there. Ninja's happy so far enough to keep him alive largely against that Voyboy Zed. And that despite Voyboy's good score line, they've not been able to do much in team fights. Hook's going to land on a Shao. This could be the battle Curse wants. A lot of knockouts come across. Now who's going to get the damage done though? A lot of health bars dropping, and Shao is inches from death. 2 for 1 so far. Cop going big, but he gets found by Vasily, but Whimsy from Quas keeps him alive. A triple for Cop, and suddenly LMQ are routed.
Ackerman was not there. Cop and the rest of Curse jump on this opportunity. What a hook from Xpecial to force this fight, regain control of the map. They take the objective after, and we're a big step back into the game for Curse, evening up the kills. Immediate recall though to try and clean up this minion wave. They cannot ignore that. It will take down Nexus turrets by itself if left unchecked.
Die anyway. 1 hit from dead, and that's still the Nexus turret going down. Quas could not defend it in time. Cop with a much later recall.
Xpecial from the bush here onto the perfect target. Ackerman on the bottom side. They need that Maokai not only for the setup, but also the AoE damage reduction. Even though Voyboy ends up going down, they've got nothing left. A couple of good, well, single crit there. Able to do enough damage so that they answer 1 back for LMQ, but definitely a big, big boost for Curse to get back in this game. Is it enough to revitalize them though? LMQ making a shove on mid without their AD carry probably won't stick around then.
Well, I think there's a lot of important items done though. Talisman of Ascension comes in for Xpecial now as his first major purchase. That's going to help them pick fights really well.
And Frozen Heart just completed for Dominate. That will help out a lot. Attack speed, AoE slow is huge. Lucian is low range. Yasuo relies heavily on attack speed. Even No Name on Kha'Zix. Not quite as bad a deal for him, but it will do a little bit to help relieve some of all of this attack damage pressure that they have. Nobody else has really started buying armor though. Once again, a couple of Ninja Tabby though. Tab-I. Voyboy's got some.
Alright, well, Curse still going to have to play defense against his dead Inhibitor for a short time. Quas splits the bottom lane. Equal teleport advantage though for both these guys. Summoner spells up. Baron being up though with LMQ holding map control is a scary thing for Curse. Quas battling Ackerman, but seems to be not quite tanky enough without Lichbane to... Or I guess damaging enough without Lichbane to kill Ackerman. There's the inhib back. So the lanes are back to equal here.
There's that vision control. You just prep this fight with. They take it down very quickly, and a no name in there with this fight.
Hook both sides. Hook onto Moore. And now all 5 members are around. It's still going down, though. Dominate in the wings. Can he make this fight steal happen? He wants it, but it goes to No Name, and the battle starts. Vasily kites back safely. He does survive, and now it's Quas. The front line's going down. 2 kills so far for LMQ. They're gonna make that 3 with special. Cop forced to run. So is Boy, but No Name's on the hunt.
LMQ with Baron number 2, and they've got complete control of the map. There is an exposed inhibitor. They can run down mid with a minion wave and make that 2. Actually, only 20 seconds here. They could probably only take turrets, or they could make the call to run past all the turrets and try and get the inhibitor first.
Well, they're just going to take turrets. Yeah, so mid tier 2 going to go down. 10 seconds on the respawns. They do stay for the inhibitor turret as well. They are poised to win the game on 1 more team fight win. Moore protects the team. They do go for the inhib, but Curse are respawning. This is close. Inhib goes down. They look for inhib number 2, but Curse are reviving. Quas is there. Xiao on the front lines. There's a win while to keep the save. Boy leaves it slow. Great hook into Xiao. Can they engage? No Name finds Boy. 1 for 0. They've traded back though. Cobb safe in the back lines, but so is Vasily. Ackerman tanky on the front side. I Will Dominate's going to fall. This could be the game. No Name wants in. He slows Cobb. That is 3 kills. That's a 4th. Only Quas alive, and there's only 1 Nexus turret left. This is going to be LMQ looking to pull it back, but Quas is playing defense. He's getting hit up. He's going to fall, but where are the minions? No Name died. LMQ finally get the turret. This will be the game, and LMQ start their slow crawl back in this 3rd place match.
What a revival for LMQ, bringing it back. Must-win game number 2 coming up. Infinity Edge is complete on all of their mains there, by the way. No Name, even on Kha'Zix, had an Infinity Edge for that last fight.
I think he died and bought it. I don't think that was an intentional buy in the normal case. I know. I wanted
so
to see
epic
it too.
to be able to do that. All right.
Well,
bought it on death doesn't quite count.
Still in the post-game screen. Technically it does, even though we all know the truth. So LMQ, all they had to change was to actually give Yasuo to Xiao.
Is it a house of cards, though? Is it this Jenga puzzle here for Curse, and they just needed to pull out the Yasuo? I feel like they've got so much more.
I want to say yes. The thing is, they are banning Tristana every game, right? This ace
even
in the
on
whole
blue side.
Voyboy has a 28 KDA on 80 Tristana in the LCS, and they're banning Trist every game, right? Like, this is how afraid they are of Vasily. Whereas LMQ says, we'll tunnel in on first picking Yasuo and just go for it because it's worth it. We are telegraphing our strategy, and it's worth it for them. So I want to know how bold Curse gets then in Game 4. Can LMQ even guarantee the same thing? Like, do they have to ban this now because they're so afraid of it? Or do they hope Xiao gets it first round on the red side?
I think it does depend a lot on the other bans, the Syndra and the Ryze.
Yeah.
You can't really talk about Yasuo without knowing the status of those 2 champions.
Of course. It's going to be a very interesting thing to see what happens in Champ Select there, but it's worked out interestingly.